I'm all for camping, but solid walls are a joy that can't be beat. And hours for a full week at no charge. What? Here.
You have my support.
There are worse things than turning in early, I must.
go on like
For
this.
last night's scuffle.
What I know, the customers who stress
That's your neck. My stomach's growling. Time for an I'm dead on my... Well met, son. How might I be of service? Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the prop... Nice. Just remember, hope to see you again.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
I wish I knew your restraint, Arisen.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Will that be all, then? Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Do come again! Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Ah, you may now change your vocation to... If you would prefer to register a sorcerer, you will need...
Fancy a look at my wares?
Tis a ladder.
Welcome to Bjorn, and quality is what you need if you want. Want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, hope to see you again.
Hoi, friend, fair warning. From the tell of it, their lair lies some... Pray do be careful. Losing my wares for good would make me sore, but no sack of gold could... compare to a fellow.
Am I shedding? Interested in my wares?
Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Do come again! Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Always a pleasure.
May the heavens look kind.
Time to head to market, methinks.
Everyone's as tired as I am. Seems like. I've trained for this. Last time I attended to the day's work. Patrolling does a number on my shoulders.
Come to think of it, we might already have what we seek stored away.
Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Methinks Roderick. He runs the local armory. May fortune smile upon you, sir. Always a pleasure.
Gotta make room for my next shipment.
I fear I've no.
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the... the foremost... hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find.
At your leisure.
To tie my boots. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality.
Much obliged.
I'll put a price on it. Peace and quiet. Mustn't neglect my ledger.
Now there's a word.
Greetings. Welcome. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, do come again.
I can accompany you to the castle entrance, Master, but no further.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
Should I get up to today?
There are
So, you've come.
Wait for the new equipment to come in. These have been acting up a bit.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Oh. Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one arisen has been upended, or Jesus arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on... Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Oh, you've no interest in such things? Why, the law is everything to me. 'Tis life itself. I believe I can surmise what you came for. And though I am here on false charges, I have no intention of breaking the law to gain my freedom. What is it? Have you come to hear more escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests. And I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demands. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring? I suspected as much. Then we are done.
I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it.
There's no easy thing.
early for a rest as yet.
Good to see you, Master. Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Always sets me to think of this place.
At least I have my lie.
My head will roll if aught goes awry.
Is it too much to hope for?
Never should have come.
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Few can afford perpetual jet. Well met, Sir Arisen. Many thanks.
It is my duty to devote my life to prayer and virtue. I spend my days in quiet reflection.
Heavens have forsaken us. All is lost.
Only that strive to know the unknown. Only that strive to know the unknown. Short of hope of the new world of good.
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say.
If our prayers are not heeded. What? Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the many thanks? Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would, you see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. This building's very old. It could be, might I impose on you to search for him?
Gathering clues will be essential to our success in this matter.
You have my support. I'll go and open the chest.
Preposterous. Listen, I'm sure. Yourself.
I must confess, I'm rather lost.
Comfort in the humdrum of
This place never fails to calm my spirit.
You will suffer for this.
I know so little of this world and of myself.
Not sure how much longer I can hold out.
Shall we seek some answers? Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
Is it true you're the Arisen? Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen. Just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. A fellow Drake or two, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith.
Good day, sir.
I'm quite sure ox carts don't run so late. Was it a phantom then? I shudder.
Say, I've noticed you walking around. If I were you, I'd pay a visit to the jail next. The place is full of unsavory characters. I should know. I was among their company.
These writings could be of import.
Shall we take a closer look?
Seems like everyone...
What should I do? What to do? I've no mother or father to speak of, you see. So then I wanted to get them a present to say thank you. And I thought a bunch of flowers would be just the thing. The problem is, do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch of... For true! I'm sure you'll find the prettiest flowers that...
Winches on all sides. Boots lace.
Every minute of this existence, it's fine.
Abilities here.
The other day, now, that's not so strange, and rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. The resemblance was so uncanny, I mistook gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd to think a young noble should so cloak their faces may match, but the lives they lead are as different as...
Malcolm. All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Might not seem like much, but it tastes...
Ours is a show unrivaled.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
A treasure chest! I can hardly wait to open it.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
I ought to have enough for a few pinches of spices.
Aye, I'm well enough, thank you.
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery.
Something smells different. Anything could be lurking here.
Wickedness has no hold. Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept, and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no.
Shall we be off? We've a report to make. Arisen, I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. Just where are these vaults exactly? Let us return to Sir Kendrick. Perchance he will know more.
We have reached our destination.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mention rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. Let us make haste.
To charge ahead may be to rush headlong into danger. Let us take care to move as one.
We'll manage whatever comes. We always do, don't we?
Methinks this can only be destroyed from the other side.
I am sorely disappointed. At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can...
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought not lose sight of our guide.
That's just what I was thinking.
Tell is, Vermund was once the Beastren Kingdom.
Fascinating.
Indeed. Though 'tis not widely known among the common folk.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray tell... As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling...
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may... Let's investigate this place's secrets together.
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here. 'Tis surely any scholar's dream.
'Tis as you say.
The books ne'er seem to end. Who could have brought...
which is no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
You've spoken with all of these. Walk through it. You're gonna cutscene where you'll find Malcolm. You'll then find Malcolm, who tells you about a room the second time. You'll notice he'll just follow your pathway. You'll speak to him and you'll tell him about it, and he will lead you to where all these books are located. This will lead you to the place full of plenty of tomes. As you can tell, plenty of tomes. Once you get here, the quest with the kids and Malcolm and Kendrick will finish and you'll get rewards. And now you'll need to return back to the guy in the prison cell. Once you make it to the guy in the prison, you're going to go ahead and open up the jail cell again with the same key you've always had. You'll speak to him and you'll tell him about the Gracious Hands vaults. You'll now lead him out of the dungeon, so let him follow you the same way that you just came back in the second time. You'll notice he'll just follow your pathway as you walk. And after a while, he should catch up with you if you are moving quite quickly, and he'll make his way outside. You'll now have to report back to Captain Brandt.
This place now feels to calm my soul.
Not my kind of chase this.
Always doing about a dozen things at once. Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible. Oh. Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
Only person I believe in is myself.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Not sure why I patrol it, if I'm honest.
I mustn't let the captain seem uneasy.
coffee.
Mercy!
What am I to do with my audience's tongue?
'Tis our duty.
Where did you go, Master? 'Twas dreadful lonesome without you.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
Can't help but talking.
You are the Follow me!
I've got to focus. Shift's only just begun.
Always sets me time, breaking my back for someone else.
One month.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my... Oh, to think such a place existed. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought...
I must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on me.
Everyone's as tired as I am. Seems right.
Guide me outside, then. If you truly are arisen, then I swear words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
I'm dead tired.
I hope I've not left all time with a single heavy purse. Sometimes I wonder if I'd be
What are you
better
up
off a
to?
hermit.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to... There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent for some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of what's more. This inexpedient spending habit, this cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude, yet 'tis strange. For sweet crown flowers, I dare say, 'twas not an item chosen idly. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your Majesty, I am glad to hear it. For I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity... There is much we ought to tend to. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our court. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this.
Huzzah! You've done it!
There is much we ought to tend to. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign, and so, in honor of his supposed valor, the false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerade. Here. This should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, your Majesty. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require... Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest... There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen, do not forget that we work to serve...
Then I shall remain by your side.
Mark not forgiven me for last night's scuffle.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Mayhap you've been misinformed, sir, but there isn't to be a masquerade this day. This day bring delights new and old.
'Tis our duty to... Be this peace protected. Oh, got to keep moving.
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
'Tis best you move along. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
It's the same, Dr. Arcus. My head will grow if aught goes awry.
Our soldiers need better training. 'Tis our duty to see this peace protected. 'Tis our duty.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape. Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
That such peace.
Seems my feet always lead me here.
What's going on?
This sort of quiet
Just nodded off
involves
for a moment
well.
there.
Suppose I ought to.
Take any chance not to think on my troubles.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
This place is awful dull. Can't complain, mate.
Lots to do.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await. Eat us above. Someone is looking this way. Is there aught about me that caught their eye?
Go on, have a look.
What am I to do?
Barely the thing to tie my boots.
Crowd. That size
Oh, Metza. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all. Whatever am I to do?
Now, where was I headed?
Each new day is
I
a
don't
chance
tell
to
half
Oh,
tell
as many
Metza.
lies as my parents.
Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
No shame in letting down your hair.
Well, we serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour? Always a pleasure.
Very well. I shall return.
Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Last night's scuffle.
Good heavens! The pantry's crawling with nuts.
To be taken care of.
Points no good. Well met, says I got.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to how fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter. And from Batal, no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty, though I am limited in the aid I'm able to offer.
It seems we were.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your... There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other rev... Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to...
That looks promising.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour. Much obliged.
At your leisure. Always sets me to think.
You know when you breathe your last.
It seems you must attend a palace masquerade if you were to meet the one who would falsely claim your title. Shall we make for Vernworth Palace? I can accompany you to the castle entrance, Master, but no further.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I've got a good view of the landscape from up here. Mayhap I'll spot something of interest. I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
You're far from your station, are you not?
Like children at a fair, only we drink more wine.
Another fancy party.
Why, you're... No. Pay me no mind. We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth to inquire.
My sword arm could use some work.
Got to focus. My head will roll if aught goes awry. Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on goods traded with Batar. Apparently even privately owned
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour all you like. You won't find
In here.
I've been here the whole time.
Open up!
Open this door right now. We're coming in.
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check. Lest you forget, these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean I. As you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play anytime, if you escape with your life, that is. Know, however, that our services do not come cheap.
I'm sure I could find a willing patron.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
It seems you have obtained information regarding the false sovereign. Captain Branch will be eager to hear of it, I'm sure. We ought to bring word of this to Captain Branch. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
Here we are.
There is much we ought to tend to. Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes. Even were he to be removed, I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phasus, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty.
So the false sovereign, Queen Regent Disa, and this Phasus fellow are all working together. Cool. Like the sordid trio. Eh?
I'm not sure what we're dealing with here. Onward. Our work is not yet done. Unless you've any objections arisen, I will plot our course from the nearest location. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour? Much obliged.
The road's at your left. Seek my foot, always.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret not, I'm sure we'll come back to this eventually. Getting proper rest is an important...
I feel a bit out of place.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. Unless you've any objections arisen, I will plot our course from the nearest location. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here.
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
It falls on me to resolve this. Living's hard.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome...
I mustn't
It falls on me to resolve this.
Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
You scared?
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Douse the flames before it is too late.
A smashing success!
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way?
Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
Wakestone shards are treasures to be prized, though only when made whole can they work their magic.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
Well aimed strike, right where it hurts.
The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns. The Arisen has chosen to fill our ranks with women.
And I've no objections.
Stepped it in. I sold out.
A treasure chest. Shall we see?
Hail, friend! Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not.
It was a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors...
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen. And it seems I was right.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. No harm in picking a few.
can count on me to keep you safe.
That was incredible. Never have I encountered such a strategy. I could swear I've seen what's needed here amidst what we have in storage.
You dare. That's enough.
That damn dragon. Hurry, everyone! Get yourselves to safety!
You go with them. I'll fell that thing myself. There you are. You will share in my desolation and my hunger.
This village is my home. You cannot expect me to abandon it. Pray, lend me your aid.
Feast your I give no quarter, for you'll receive none.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
I can hardly believe it. The beast is slain? Then you truly are the Arisen. Somehow I knew you'd come. You have my gratitude as well, sir.
Ulrika, glad I am to see you unharmed. You must return to the village.
Forgive me. I'd best go. But I shan't forget this.
We managed to repel the dragon, but what will become of Melv?
Perhaps we ought to stop by the village again in the near future. See how it's getting on.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Do you need something?
We must rest, though the sun is still up. Good morrow, everyone. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robbery? Oh, well, if you...
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me.
Always a pleasure.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some... Oh, I haven't much to offer in...
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings. We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Whatever's to be done.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
That's no good.
All this work.
I must say, this doesn't sit well with me at all. This is beyond me.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
I wouldn't mind a chance to doze off as the hills roll by.
Off we trot.
Giving me an achy back.
If I could, I'd never leave.
Or to polish up my gear for the morrow. Fine place. Castle distresses.
Don't know a town till you've met its people. Stomach's complaining. I'll have an early supper.
Chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale.
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray. Welcome and well... met. Don't think I've forgotten your...
Always a pleasure.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
What?
Come to think of it, the memory of falling in battle haunts me still. Would that I could forget it.
This looks like trouble.
I find myself drawn to quiet spots like this.
Then I'll be
Got to keep moving.
When does my watch down to us?
You!
Now,
Stomach's
where is
growling.
that bound again?
You! You!
"'Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside."
This can't be how it ends.
This looks like trouble.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
You!
This looks as good a place as any.
This looks like trouble.
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. 'Tis obvious, no? Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and going, but I suppose that job's over. So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Understandable. Still, no harm in...
Fear not, you're safe with me.
You there! Hold!
Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. Pray, let us have... We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you, wait till then.
Catches your eye.
Yes, sir!
Ah, how I've longed to A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Ready to forge on?
There are worse things than turning in a...
This place always puts me at ease.
Getting proper rest is an
Good tidings, friend.
As for me, I made the most of my... You see, I grew so fond of the... And that's when I thought... I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can. Well, friend, what say you? Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased. Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope you'll be happy here, friend.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
There'll be a few heavy purses about today. To each their own.
Welcome to the Star Tropic. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Always a pleasure.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your Majesty, I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. A minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers. I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. There is much we ought to tend to. Yes. Regarding your pursuer, when he learnt of your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. 'Tis a glad thing we captured him before matters escalated. As to how he learned your Majesty's location with such ease, I intend to extract the answers from him anon. I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray, take this. 'Tis the least I can offer.
So the agent was of Batal, after all. 'Tis rather eerie that someone should be sent across the border to spot. I don't know. 'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. Pawns aren't permitted entry to the palace, but I would see it. To the entrance, if I may.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? We have reached our destination.
If you must go off...
You are the... Follow me!
Good food and good sleep is all to miss here. This place is all dull. Can't complain, mate.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the...
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers.
Surely none more important than this.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better
Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker.
Well, well. We meet again. Is this stealthy business becoming a habit of yours?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, it is you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. Is that all you have to say for yourself? 'Tis sweet of you to mind your manners, but such niceties won't get you far with me. Something tells me this shan't be the last I see of you. Perhaps you'll be good enough to repay me. Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to wait.
Very gentle scratch on my arms and armor. Here's hoping there'll be no trouble.
Brigands lurking
I've
about.
more time than I know how to spend.
That's such peace.
So good.
boards
Can't let myself get distracted.
Got to work if I have to put bread on the table.
Quietude is a blessing.
It is a bit early for a rest.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
Such quietude is a blessing.
I'll teach him a lesson.
I've more time than I know how to spend.
I'm in
Some decent sleep.
At last we've arrived. Delivery in hand.
I only hope the recipient is pleased with our work.
You have my support. Shall we report this development to Captain Brandt? Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim, as I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest, let me see. Pray make haste in securing Melv. A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent can... Though the political situation is stable at present, I fear such a partnership would only portend the draw. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen, and ere it slips my mind, pray.
Phasus. Now that
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your I have been pursuing all of the channels available to me. But would your majesty be willing to venture to Vermont's eastern edge to probe into the young man's origin? Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we work...
Onward. Our work is not yet done. On to the nearest location. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for? Now. Where was I going?
tis a view that begs to be painted, yon shore in particular.
One day, when we're well prepared, perhaps we might venture there and explore.
Well, that wasn't the homecoming I envisioned. I knew the visit would be in a
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge. We must not let down our guard. I've just had a thought. Every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Consider me your bulwark.
Douse the flames before 'tis too late.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
this work?
Just think what we could achieve if we honed our talents further. A forgotten rift stone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift. Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
A flesh wound. I can handle that. Hold on. Stay right there.
The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns. This place is riddled with dark corners in which to hide. We ought to keep our wits about us as we proceed.
Should we be assailed, we have got to best our adversary.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
I can look forward to battle.
My magics are at your disposal. Ooh, I can't wait to find out.
The paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Surely not.
Doubt the flame, it is too late. I will protect you.
Tis broken. And with it, our path forward. We'll have to find another route.
Nothing else for it, I suppose.
Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
'Tis about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master? I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Tis done.
I like that!
Onward. Our work is not yet done. Unless you've any objections arisen, I will plot our course from the nearest location. We were to make for Harv village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here. Yon chest is in a place not easily accessed.
One could almost think this was done to vex.
I've got wares of every... Ilk. Hope to see you again ere long.
If your pack grows over full, simply ask me to sell off your surplus items. I'll have the gold.
Then I shall remain by your side. Here we go again.
We were battle ready when they found us. This shan't take long. Our foe stumbled. Just one more push. Bring it down.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
While traveling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out? And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Off we go then.
Ready to forge on? That old man by the shore. What drives him? So unbendingly out into open waters.
He's something of an enigma, isn't he?
Perhaps we will understand more in time.
Welcome, sir. Doubly so. If you're here to buy. Hope to see you again.
Pray, follow me. This way, Mark.
Oh! You've come a small force ventured inside. Though I've seen... I'll not stop you if you wish to explore. But don't...
We have arrived. Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here.
Fine. There's a haze over my eyes. Can anyone hear me? We need help. I don't want to fall here.
Damn blizzard! Is this where I'm to draw my last? I'm sonnet!
Consider me your bulwark.
Fire must be put out ere our comrade burns.
I am in your debt, sir. Thanks to your valor, I shall live to fight another day.
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up. a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Where are the Saurians?
We shall have to crane our necks to spot our foes in a place like this.
Keep your eyes peeled. One of us has been drenched! It's done.
You're not one of our... Forgive me. Would you aid me in reaching the entrance?
In hand, we can leap from one end of the kingdom to another in a trice.
'Tis not an item to be squandered.
You went in there. I underestimated you, friend. You've done well this day. I thank you.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
You too? Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Hold, sir. I'd rethink pressing onward if I were you. The village is crawling with Forgive me. I didn't mean to startle you. You're the Arisen. We were hoping to reclaim our village. We fled when the dragon attacked some days past. Easier said than done, clearly. What are we to do? The guard... but mayhap they needn't at all. Please, sir. Do something, anything.
A bask of saurians has made its nest within the village. But not for long, if we have any say in the matter.
We ought to proceed with caution. The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns.
Shall we report back now?
I'm done for.
That seems to be the last of the Saurians, Master. Shall we inform Sophia on? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
We're here, Master.
Is the deed done? We shall all be able to return to our... I dare say we'll have this place lit. I cannot thank you enough. Long, if you happen to pass by, I should like for you to see this place as 'twas afore the dragon's attack.
A fine job by our merry band. What say we visit again anon, to see how the village fares in the aftermath?
I quite agree. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead. We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? Now to report to Captain Grant. Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual. The one we seek isn't here.
Welcome. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Come back any time. Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Always a pleasure.
At last.
There is much we ought to tend to. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen, should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence, and ere it slips my mind.
I just knew you'd see it done. After all, no deed is...
As a reward, you will of course require raiment befitting of the occasion. There is much we ought to tend to. Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you... Your majesty, that attire, I apologize for my brusqueness. But pray, seek out proper raiment. I shall await... Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend to... Your majesty, I apologize for my brusqueness. Is there aught else you would speak of? Do not forget that we work... There is much we ought to tend to. Aught shall change once we have... If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend... Your majesty, that attire, I apologize for my brusqueness. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we worked...
Well met, sir. Interested in my wares?
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Marvelous. You may now change your vocation. What's more, I bear glad tidings.
A resounding success.
A laudable result. Just what I would expect of the Arisen.
What will our next adventure have in store for us, I wonder?
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all. You know where to find me.
This might contain useful information.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
This looks as good a place as any.
We ought to bring word of this to Captain Brandt. We have reached our destination.
There is much we ought to tend to. Aught shall change once we have attended. If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend, very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your majesty will do.
Master, pray leave this place. Oh, my body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power has arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the Godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this Godsway's power, proving your majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult. Allow me to speak to the agent we captured some days past. Perchance he knows aught.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this Godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brandt's investigation.
'Tis as you say. I have no issue falling asleep, even at... A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust? Now to report to Captain Brandt. Would you mind coming over here? The person we're here to meet is nowhere to be seen. Shall we come back later?
This is the wrong time of day for what we have in mind. Best we set out again later.
What to make of this?
This isn't much to go on.
Welcome to the Star. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Come back anytime. Welcome to the. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Always a pleasure.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your... If the information we pry from the agent is to be believed, there is a... I believe it is worthy of investigation. Should for... Yet official dealings twixt Vermund and Batal are suspended, and 'tis no simple... Fortunately for us, however, the agent was hiding this on his person. 'Tis an entry permit, allowing passage through Batal's fortress. I doubt any would dare impede your passage with such an item in your possession. There is one other thing, Your Majesty. An oracle who once served in the Vermundian court. This oracle foretold the coming of the Arisen. Indeed, 'twas by this same oracle's power that the oracle knows much of the Arisen. Should you make her acquaintance,
If we seek further knowledge of the Godsway, we ought to make for Batal. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
My body's not forgiving me for last night's scuffle.
It's been a hard day.
Naught but fright.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above. Might we consider boarding an ox cart? I don't know about you, but my legs are stiff as boards.
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
One couldn't ask for better weather. I've high hopes for today's adventure.
'Tis well that you are in good spirits, so long as you are ready when it counts.
There! Master! A hobgoblin! You can count on me to keep you safe.
Douse the flames before 'tis too late.
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more?
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. I've a feeling fortune shall favor us this day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust? I knew you would prevail, Master. A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Oh, I should tell you. There's a forgotten rift stone nearby. I found it beyond the rift. Shall we go there now? Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. Very well. I shall return.
I've got you. Use this chance to recover. I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most. Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
of it. Was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We'll make our way there in time. As to whether 'twill be sooner or later, that is for the Arisen to decide.
It seems we have enraged our foe. Its heart is most vulnerable.
That means getting within range of its maw. Be wary.
Now, while the heart is exposed. What has stricken you, Arisen? Focus. A moment of indecision will spell our doom.
Fear not. 'Tis well in hand.
Careful now. This won't make allies of us all.
I shan't suffer such an offense. We are our master's man's and no other. Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust?
Sir Arisen, just when almost all—
Oi! What are you doing,
Jonas! This is the good sir I spoke of.
Is that right? Then you did it once afore, eh?
My apologies for the chief's yet he speaks truly. We pray, cull the beasts as you did before, sir.
These Saurians are a stubborn lot. What say we make them think twice about settling in again?
Careful now.
This is your chance to prove your...
It was a glorious success.
Would that we might always...
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue now. You're more than a friend to Harv Village, Sir Arisen. Truly, we cannot...
Here he is!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave. How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just said there can be no doubt. He's the one who incited the sword.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this.
Trust a beastren to...
Jonas! Surely there's no need for some...
Yeah, you would say that, wouldn't you? Seems to me beastrens go causing problems.
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
There!
I do apologize. It would seem that we mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our... I do hope you shall visit us again and...
A ruder fellow I never met. The village's troubles are far from done, if you ask me.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
Tis no more or less than what... one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way?
I would prefer not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge. We must not let down our guard. Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil.
You can count on me to keep you safe. How many women we count among our number.
And yet, no two of us are the same. That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
You're a welcome sight, Arisen.
Now then, which way?
Let us pick a path and be done with it. If our choice is a poor one, we can simply return.
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this. By your leave, Arisen.
I've got a good view of the landscape from up here. Mayhap I'll spot something of interest. I've got you. Use this chance to recover. You'd think they'd have learned from the last lot that we're not to be trifled with.
If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die.
No quarrel here.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use. The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns. It seems we have enraged our foe.
A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
Understood.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you. I dare say I could topple such foes with my hands tied behind my back. Shall I give it a try?
Right you are.
Much obliged. 'Tis the least I can offer after all.
That was well fought. There's no one...
While traveling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out?
Too late.
Come at me! I'll gladly take on any number of foes.
Fight. To arms.
No quarrel here. You can count on me to keep you safe.
Well fought, Arisen.
Keep on like that and we'll be done here soon enough.
That was certainly worthwhile.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's all to be found?
Twill take an age to arrive on foot. Better we made use of a...
Say, 'twas stolen from me while I was... There's no exaggeration. He said to be quite truthful. I'd intend working under a man such as him. I'd only get chewed up till... Unless you were to find...
The Jadeite orb.
space, the more the merrier. Greeting. Tell me, in your he seems to have vanished while in possession of a treasure known as the Jadeite Orb. And if I may be candid, 'tis an item of precious importance to myself, and in my hour of need, who should wander by but you will be rewarded handsomely for your service.
Sirs Offulf and Everard each seek the Jadeite Orb. To whom ought we to grant it?
Well, come, if you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth. For yourself. On the transference, it is not like to do much harm on its own. Take care how you use it. Hope to see you again.
The Jadeite Orb is safely in hand.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the Jadeite Orb? Ah, splendid. Before we discuss your reward, however, you see, in my line of work, trust is come. I trust old Follow my lead.
Hope this job plays out.
Good day, Ibrahim. Would you be so kind as to examine this Jadeite Orb? Now, I have a bit of business to attend to while he performs his appraisal.
Not much has changed since I was a girl.
Well, that's something. How might I be of service?
Hope this job plays out better.
Any tidings to share? He ought to be finished by now. Come, let us... You have done your title proud, Arisen. My partners shall be most relieved. You have certainly earned your reward, and I do hope you will permit me to call upon...
Come to think of it, the pain I experienced at the coronation was beyond imagining. To think there would be a technique to puppet us pawns.
The Sovereign's retinue makes to fell the dragon at last. Asked 'twas a rim. Remarkable recovery, really. The man was burnt to a Many thanks.
Is this some manner of trial?
There you are! Pray, tell me, have you found the jadeite orb? Say 'tisn't so! Master Everard shall kill me if I tell him I've lost it. Forgive me, sir. I bear you, but I'd best take my leave of you. I must needs find a way.
Oh, the sight of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
It's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier. A merchant, eh? Have you an entry permit? Hold a moment. That cart has priority. Lord Phaesus is come! Open the gates!
So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? Go on through.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded. Over here, if you please.